I am Cara Goodwin. I am the VP of Web and Ecommerce at Toast. We use WEVO for a few reasons. I'd say first and foremost, we love that we can build this tailored panel of who we want to answer some of the specific questions we have. And we want to have a lot of conviction and confidence that we're targeting the right type of people with our experiments. The second reason is we really want to be able to gauge the sentiment of what resonates with people on a certain page or a digital journey versus what really isn't, and where we're missing the mark. And then I'd say the third is we learn about like expectations of visitors, which is really hard to do just on your own. And I think we tend to often hypothesize internally versus really listening to the voice of customer, and WEVO allows us to do that. It's improved our processes in a sense of we use a lot of A/B testing, we use a lot of user testing, and that gives us data to kind of back up which experiment won or identified friction points in the overall journey. But what it doesn't give us is how people are feeling about the page, what they like about it, what they don't. And if we miss that, we're missing a whole lot of context in terms of how we move forward. So I'd say that's probably the biggest takeaway we get from it, and how that impacts our process is, we save all that dev time of trying to play this guessing game when we have this recipe of getting that information up front before we even, send it to our dev team to have a lot of confidence that it's going to be a winning structure that we can put out there with our visitors. We've often missed like really key points in terms of what our visitors wanted to know right up front. And when they come to your site, they're not looking to spend hours and hours of time doing research. They want to check the boxes up front, and they want to do it as quickly as they possibly can. And so having those proof points up front, giving them the information they're looking for, it's really important to know what your visitors are looking for. And without WEVO and with just standard, other pieces of our stack, we wouldn't have that information. So I think it's certainly cut down our time to production. It's allowed us to accelerate growth and allowed us to focus on structuring our pages the right way up front to put out the best digital experience we can. I haven't really found another tool that does what WEVO does. I'm sure there's some out there, but I haven't found them. I think the ones that I have worked with, first of all, I think a lot of them don't give you the end-to-end journey, which I know is a recent product that WEVO put out, which is more the direction we're moving in terms of how we test. It's not just A/B anymore. It's like we want to know what the entire journey looks like for our visitors in a way that is going to solve for the masses in terms of where they're going, what information they want to see, what is the best next step for them. And so that feature and that product, I guess, is really unique to WEVO. And I haven't seen anything else like that on the market. And then the other piece of it, I think, when it comes to user testing is, like I said, all the other user testing tools I've used, sure, where you get like maybe 10 responses of videos kind of going through the process, you identify some friction points, you maybe learn a few things about what the visitor is feeling, but it doesn't aggregate that information. It doesn't consolidate it. It doesn't pull out the key findings for you. And so I think that's what sets WEVO apart from every other tool, just being able to go a bit further with context, a bit further with the journeys, and a whole lot further with the insights. It's a critical part of our stack and the way we work. And it's critical to accelerating the answers that we need to get to put out a really strong digital experience. And so, I don't think I think without it, we'd be spending a lot more time testing and guessing and trying to validate. And now we have those answers up front, and we're just able to move a lot faster. I think that the fact of the matter is it's allowed us to put experiments out there faster, and those experiments perform better to the previous version of the site. So like I said, I think the ROI is sort of twofold, both metrics and allowed us to move faster on the intended growth piece of things, and just get to the right page structure and design up front versus wasting all that time down the road. I think the insights that we get from WEVO aren't just valuable for the web and ecom team, they're valuable for the broader marketing organization, they're valuable for sales to hear. in terms of, like I said, what visitors are truly looking for when they come to your site. What proof points do they need? What boxes do they need to check? What's missing? Where are the gaps? And WEVO is able to answer a lot of those questions. And so the best practice that we've started to get in the habit of is sharing those results out more broadly so that marketers, sales teams can do their jobs better as well. So we found a lot of value in that.